last night, yesterday, I think it was yesterday afternoon, Tucker Carlson actually unveiled his new show on Twitter. So he made this announcement a while ago that he was going to be, when he was fired from Fox, he made the announcement that he was going to be doing a show on Twitter. Elon Musk came out and said, I have nothing to do with this. Tucker's free to do what he wants, and he's welcome here. We'd love to have him. Well, last night, he actually rolled out his first episode. Here's just a little clip.
As of today, we've come to Twitter, which we hope will be the shortwave radio under the blankets. We're told there are no gatekeepers here. If that turns out to be false, we'll leave. But in the meantime, we are grateful to be here. We'll be back with much more very soon.
So it was a very different episode. It was just him talking in that room. And then there was some footage. There wasn't the fancy Fox kind of graphics and none of that stuff. And it's a little echoey. He might work on his audio a little bit, but all in all, we'll see. I mean, he hasn't announced a schedule. We don't know how often he's going to be doing this. Not sure if this is something he's doing while he's still dealing with his contract with Fox. It's very possible that he's allowed to do social media videos without breaking his contract to Fox, which is maybe why he's doing a show on Twitter. Because from my experience of negotiating these talent deals with big companies is that a lot of times they carve out that they want you to be doing stuff on social media and they don't oversee it. And so it could be the case. They might have made a carve out for like YouTube saying you can't be on YouTube and making money because we own the rights to put your clips on YouTube. You cannot do that. They may have had those carve outs. These contracts get really, really complicated. So it's really possible that they said, but social media, please do it. Do what you want on social media. That's all yours. The more, the merrier. And he might have looked at this contract and said, okay, well, if I can go on Twitter and they say more the merrier in this contract, it doesn't break my Fox deal, then I could potentially go and do a show on Twitter. Now, some people are saying, now I don't know the details of that, by the way. I'm just speculating based on the talent deals I've done in the past with corporate media entities like iHeartRadio and whatnot. So so now people are looking at Tucker's show. Now, remember on Fox News, Tucker got 3 million, on average about 3 million viewers, 3.5 million viewers per night. This is how many he got on this video. So a lot of people are saying Twitter is the place to be. 85.7 million views on this video so far. I'm sure it's more, growing every minute, but 85.7 million. So I want to point something out though, because people are saying, wow, 3 million on Fox, but 85 million on Twitter. This is the way. So I looked back at the data from videos that I've posted on Twitter. I don't post many, but here's one from when I interviewed Alan Dershowitz, and I put this clip on Twitter, and you could see this one has 221,000 views, okay? Not 85 million by any means, but 221,000 views. Okay, let's go to the analytics. Now, I can't go to the analytics on Tucker's, but I can show you the back-end analytics on mine so that you can kind of understand how these video views work, because he didn't really get 85 million views. So this one shows the 222,000 impressions. Now, what does that mean? Impressions mean that's how many people just saw it on their Twitter feed as it scrolled by. So it doesn't mean you stop to watch it. It's just how many times did it show up on someone's Twitter feed? Okay, but how many, when you get a Twitter, you just scroll, but that's just how many times. Now let's go to the actual views of the video, because they show that number, that impressions. That's what they show when you're looking at, when you scroll, it'll say 220,000 views, and you're thinking, wow, it's a lot, but it's not. That's views, but not views of the video. So this is what the unique views are: 50,000 unique views of the video. So that's a lot less than 222, right? It's 50. So that's the unique views. Then it looks like 10,000 people or so watched it twice, right? Now you look at the audience retention, and this is the number of those people, of the 50,000 unique views, who actually watched the video all the way to the bitter end. And in mine, that clip there, that Alan Dershowitz clip, was 2 minutes and 5 seconds. 3% watched that video to the bitter end. So that is 6,000 people. So that's a lot less than 222,000, right? 6,000 is who actually watched it all the way to the end. Now that's, in the world of advertising and whatnot, you don't need somebody to watch or stick around all the way to the bitter end, but that just goes to show, people are going to trail off after a couple of minutes or something. So here's another video that I did recently. This one was when I was talking about Crystal's interview with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I want to show you this one because this one has 85,000 views. So this is not million, not 85 million, but 85,000, so that we can kind of break the numbers down to how many people most likely watched Tucker's video. So let's go to the breakdown of the numbers here. So 85,000 impressions. Now let's go to the actual numbers. You've got 28,000 unique views of the video. Now this video had an audience retention a 3%. I'm sorry, the Dershowitz one had 12% that watched it all the way to the bitter end. So sorry about my math on that. 12% watched all the way to the bitter end. That's how I got the 6,000 people watched the Dershowitz video. This one, the viewer retention was lower. It was 3% to the bitter end. That means out of 28,000 people, 3%, 840 people watched that particular clip that was on Twitter to the bitter end. Those numbers, 6,000 people watching Dershowitz, 840 people watching this Crystal and RFK Jr. video, that is a much, much lower viewership than I get on YouTube or Rumble. Much, 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 significantly lower. So Twitter is still not at that point yet. But if we let's just say we take this 85,000, we add some zeros to it, right, for Tucker's, and you're looking at Tucker Carlson getting, if he got a 3% retention rate, 840,000 people watched his video to the end. If he got a 12% retention rate, then that would be about 2.8 million people watched it to the bitter end. That's pretty good. If he can get, which I would imagine Tucker has a higher retention rate. That would be my guess. His might even be higher than 12%. So it might have just rivaled the actual numbers he gets on Fox News at 3 million. And that's pretty damn good. He made a lot of money getting 3 million viewers a night. But there were a lot of advertisers. You know, on an hour-long show, you're packing it full of tons of advertisers. You got several commercial breaks. Each commercial break has several commercials. That's a lot of money. He also has a much larger staff and an entire operation and corporate suits that you got to pay. So you can scale a lot of that down, have only a couple of advertisers per segment, still get those 3-4 million views and make quite a bit of money. Not sure if it goes all the way to Fox News level money, but maybe. So we'll see how he does. But that, I just wanted to break down the numbers because a lot of people are looking at it and saying 85 million views. My gosh, this is way bigger than Fox. And I'm just showing it doesn't necessarily break down that way. So just so you know how it works on Twitter. All right, guys. Before we go, we do have to also pay some bills. So we're going to talk commercials here. Our great sponsor, Field of Greens. Field of Greens is a product that I really do love. It is a fine powder made from dehydrated whole fruits and vegetables that are carefully selected to give you the most nutrients in your diet possible. So all you do is you just take this scoop of powder, mix it into your ice water or your iced tea. It actually tastes really delicious, and this is an easy way to get all of your fruits and vegetables into your diet. I personally really like the lemon lime flavor. Mix it up. It's like green tea with lemon, and it's got that tea consistency. It's watery. They also have a mixed berry flavor. They have an energy version. They've got regular. So all kinds of choices for you. I really like it mixed into iced tea or water, but you can mix this into broths and drink it like a soup or put it in your salad dressings, bake it into brownies. Lots of ways you could do this. Great way to get those fruits and vegetables into your diet. So head to fieldofgreens.com, use the promo code KIM, and you're going to get 15% off your first order. A lot of products there, not just this Field of Green powder, but they've got other products there. Anything you get, you can get 15% off your first order by using that promo code KIM.